How you doing today? Good afternoon and welcome to the New Orleans Jazz Museum Piano Hour. Put your hands together and welcome to the stage, y'all. Shea Pierre.
Good afternoon, everyone. How y'all doing? I usually don't talk before I play, but I just got off a plane. I'm a little delusional, so things are a little out of order. But thank you all so much for coming this afternoon. I'm Shea Pierre. I'm a native of New Orleans, a student of the musical and piano tradition here, and come from a long lineage dating all the way back to Jelly Roll Martin, Professor Longhair, and Ellis Marcellus, and I'm just here to find my place in that space and carry the torch. So thank you all for coming. I'm going to attempt to give you a little taste of the Crescent City today, and the Crescent City is a very diverse city. So you'll hear some blues, you hear some traditional, you hear some New Orleans funk. But I'm going to start this one out with a Jelly Roll Martin tune. This one is entitled Whining Boy Blues. Thank you very much. That was Wine and Bar Blues, Jelly Roll Martin. I first heard that song on there's a collection of recordings that Jelly Roll did entitled The Library of Congress Recordings. And this was documented in the 40s. And, when I first heard it, I realized, like, that was the first explicit radio station. Because, back in the days, they would have the same explicit lyric content as, like, how dirty songs are now, but it wasn't as in your face. It wasn't on the radio every day, So when I first heard this, I was like, okay, we're not doing anything different in 2025. So Wine and Bar Blues, Jelly Roll Martin. I'm going to continue now. Here's a theme from the Harlem Globetrotters. If you recognize it, you might know the name of the song. Thank you. Thank you. That was entitled Penthouse Serenade, arrangement by the great Errol Garner. It's not a New Orleans native. He didn't come out of our piano tradition, but he's one of the greatest pianists to ever have done it. So I always like to do that song in remembrance of him and to honor his legacy. Now I'm going to play a song by my mother's favorite composer, which is me. This one, I told you I'm delusional. Sorry. This one is entitled Elevators. I wrote this just in a reflection moment of my time growing up in this area, actually, during high school. This is where I went to high school at. And yeah, this is a tune that reflects that the sentiment of being in New Orleans pre-Katrina and, you know, being able to go on Bourbon Street and not have to show your ID at 15 years old. But no, seriously, this is a tune that just it's a reflection of the time that I spent learning in this area, the people that I studied with, and they always took me up every level, you know. So that's why I call this song Elevators. Thank you. That was a tune by Stevie Wonder. Don't you worry about a thing. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that every so often. Um, so I'm gonna do something I don't usually do. But how many of you are from out of town? Or not from? Okay, almost everyone. I'm just gonna open the floor for questions. If you have any questions about the things that I'm doing, or any questions that I can answer about music or culture in the city of New Orleans, I'll do my best to. But I'm just gonna open it up for a few questions if anybody has any questions. Sure. What musicians? Musicians, if to name. So the culture of the musician community in the city of New Orleans inspired the song. To get real specific, the musicians that inspired the song, I would have to say were my high school teachers and my peers, because this is one of the few cities where not only are they great educators, but you know, at least when I was coming up, we'd had a lot of serious peers. So a lot of the education like really came from us being creative and learning with each other. But specifically names, I had to say Donald Harrison, Big Chief, Donald Harrison, who's a pivotal figure in the music and cultural scene of New Orleans. Michael Palera, who was my piano teacher. John Baptiste, who I'm sure you all know, is a mentor figure to me. Chris Severin, Ellis Marcellus, the pioneer of modern jazz piano in New Orleans. I studied with him in high school, and interesting story, when I first started studying with Ellis, I was 16 and I was paying for the lessons out of my pocket. He didn't know that. I just was hustling, doing whatever I got to do to get the lessons. But when he found out that I was paying out of pocket, he let me study with him for free up until I graduated high school. And then we became friends after I graduated high school. So hope that answers the question. Anyone else? Anyone else have any questions? Sure. Sure. Let's hear it. Okay. Which genre? So the approach I took to Penthouse Serenade, like I said, that's a song that it's a pretty old song, but I know Errol Garner, the pianist, really made it popular. So I took the approach that he had on Penthouse Serenade, which is he used to play octaves a lot and really was focusing on melody and making the melody of the song shine versus whatever technical things that you can do. It's such a beautiful song already that it's one of those songs that where you don't have to show what you can do. You just need to show how great the song is. So I took the approach of playing the melody in octaves so it resonates more. So versus just I say, and it has more resonance and it connects with the listener more, and it's that thing where it's like I feel something, but I don't know what it is, but something is there, and it's those little intentional things on the part of the musician that makes the listener, that captures the listener, and and something could be going on inside of the listener that they don't even know what's happening, but it's captivating them. But it's the intention behind the song. So hope that helps or answers the question. Right, cool. We have no more questions. I'll continue with some more music. I'm gonna play this piece right now. So I have a gig Thursday at Snug Harbor. If you all are still in town and want to come see me with a trio with the bass and the drummer, come by Thursday. First set is 7:30, second set is 9:30. It's always a great place. You can get some good gumbo, etouffee, all of those things. So I'm going to try out something that I want to play with the band Thursday that we have never played, nor rehearsed, because we've all been out of town. So sorry, you all have to be my guinea pigs for a while. This is one of my favorite Eric Clapton tunes. It's entitled Layla. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out this evening. I hope I was able to set you up for the remainder of your day. Once again, my name is Shea Pierre. That last one was a Duke Ellington composition, arguably one of the greatest songs ever written. It's only 2 notes and a shuffle rhythm. C Jam Blues. And I'm going to take things out right now. I don't know what I'm going to close with. But thank you all so much for coming. Once again, my name is Shea Pierre. Thank you to the Jazz Museum for having me. There's always great programs and curations here weekly. So if you're ever back in town, please come through. Once again, I'm at Snug Harbor on Thursday. Sets are 7:30 and 9:30. Thank you all for coming. Have a good rest of your day.